Right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, we give all the praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash.
All right, double honor to the apostles, the elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth through the Holy Spirit. And as always, giving a special peace and blessings and salutations to the elect. All right, we out here another week to teach the word of our Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, and to prophesy the downfall of the great whore, all right, known as America in the scriptures. And we're also out here to teach our people, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, that you are the true children of Israel according to the Bible, all right, and that you need to repent before the Lord brings the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Right.
And we understand that only the elect amongst our people are going to be the ones that repent, and 2/3 of our people are going to die of grievous deaths, all right, and they're going to be caught up in the calamities and the plagues that the Lord brings upon the earth. All right, so we're going to go into Isaiah 19. Start with Isaiah 19.
Isaiah 19:1. The burden of Egypt. Behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of... Wait, what's that? And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians.
We understand that America, Babylon the Great, all right, is the new Egypt, okay? In certain major cities, a clue to that, certain major cities, even like this city right here, Buffalo, New York, you have what they call obelisks, all right, Egyptian obelisks, all right. We got one right down there downtown. That's an Egyptian monument, if that's what you want to call it. And then I believe the most famous one is in Washington, D.C. And what's that one called?
Washington Monument.
The Washington Monument. You got Dr. Martin Luther King. His famous one of his famous speeches was down there, and they show the picture of that monument. That's an Egyptian custom.
Then down in Las Vegas, they got the big ass pyramid.
Yep, in Vegas you got the pyramids. So they're showing you. Yep, they're showing you that Esau is showing you that he's taken many ways from the ancient Egyptians, and also our captivity. All right, one of our the biggest captivities we were in was Egypt. And now we're in the new Egypt, okay? Which is America, Babylon the Great. Go ahead.
And they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom.
Right, and it also tells us that in 2 Ezra 15, that they're gonna fight against each other for the lack of bread. Mm-hmm. You know, you might have running water, somebody else might not have running water. So they might come in, ramshack your crib, all right? Take your daughter. It's gonna be times like that, you know?
And think of an example. Everybody on the block don't got power, but you got a generator, and you the only house on the block with electricity.
Yep.
So
now you just put a target on your back.
My uncles told me that back in the 70s, it used to be a common thing that people used to siphon gas out of people's gas tanks during the oil embargo, man, because the gas prices were so freaking high, man. And you could see that happening in Babylon in a couple of months.
And remember, in the UK, not that long ago, they were stealing gas from each other due to the gas shortages. They were stealing gas from each other overseas.
And the scriptures say, the love of many shall wax cold. And they say that if Satan's kingdom be divided against itself, it shall not stand.
Yep. Go ahead.
And every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof.
Right, the spirit of Egypt shall fail. And right now we can see that this kingdom is in the spirit of failing. All right, I said this a couple weeks ago. One of the main signs of a falling kingdom is the infrastructure, the decaying of the infrastructures. And that's definitely happening here in this society, man. The buildings, the roads, the railroads, all right? Everything is decaying because the Most High is causing this place to fail. Everything is dead. if you go, you know, it's gloomy, it's whack. It's not like the old days when shit was popping and you know it was fun. Because the Most High is taking the mirth out of the land. So that's the clue that this place is finished, man. The food don't taste the same. Remember cereal used to be good? Cereal used to taste good as hell in the morning, man. You know, nothing tastes the same. All the chemicals in the foods, the water. You used to be able to, when you was a kid, you used to be able to drink that good water out the garden hose when you was playing. Shit used to taste good. Now people don't even trust the tap water, man. So this place is failing in every way possible. Go ahead.
And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And we could see that, man. Like, this government, they don't know. That shingle looks like it's about, or siding looks like it's about to fall. But this government, they don't know what the hell they want to do. They're doing one thing 1 minute, and then one thing the next minute, and now all of a sudden this war is breaking out with Russia and Ukraine. Now all of a sudden the Ronas don't exist no more.
Right.
The Ronas don't exist no more.
And that proves that this government and this society can basically control. Esau is trying to control the narrative. Because now people ain't thinking about the CV. Now they thinking about gas prices. They thinking about the war. Because whatever they put on the media, that's what you stupid people believe.
And during all this war situation, a few days ago, they just released the documents on Pfizer. And over 1,200 side effects is caused by the juice. And people not paying attention to that because all they see is Ukraine, gas, oil, you know, intention. But they kind of swept the Pfizer documents under the rug. So if people was really paying attention to that, the people that got the juice, they would be highly upset.
Right. They always do that. Whenever something bad gets leaked about the government, some celebrity will die, or some super famous megastar athlete.
Distractions. Distractions. Go ahead.
And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. And you can see that on social media, man. Yeah. These people are always looking to these crackpot celebrities and musicians, man. You know, for everything. And really, they're just really witches, man. You can tell by all the Illuminati tattoos they got on them. Okay.
Yeah, they're witches with substance. That's all they is. You take away their substance and they so-called Federal Reserve notes, they just average niggas. You know? The scriptures say that the wisdom is going to be spoken amongst the poor. The Most High said, blessed is the poor, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Yahweh Shai in Matthew 5. You know, it also says, woe unto you that are rich, for you have received your consolation. All right? Go ahead.
And the Egyptians will I give over into the hand of a cruel Lord, and a fierce king shall rule over them, said the Lord of hosts. And well, hey, that could be Biden, that could be Harris. Okay, we don't know who that could be, man. But Biden's looking like he was a nice guy at first, and then he kind of took the horns off. And the waters shall fail from the sea, and the river shall be wasted and dried up, and they shall turn the rivers far away, and the brooks of defense shall be emptied and dried up. The reeds and flags shall wither, the paper reeds by the brooks, by the mouth of the brooks, and everything sown by the brooks shall wither, be driven away, and be no more. Because things just aren't flowing anymore in Egypt, man. Things just aren't flowing no more, man. It seems like they can't do no right anymore. Okay?
And the people in this society, they still, I always say this, they still living in that fairy tale spirit where they try to pretend like they don't see the things that's going on. And they try to pretend like they're not worried because they put on that front. But really they are, man. And the Most High is going to shake this kingdom real soon.
Making jokes and shit about war. Making jokes about the gas. You know. But say you gotta actually drive to work. you got to drive for an hour just to get to work, and the gas prices go up hella crazy. And you got to drive an hour away and an hour back. That's go take a good piece of your check.
That's a lot of people in California, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people live near Los Angeles. They got to drive an hour or so to and fro from work, man. And the gas prices in California are way more expensive.
Yeah, and the good thing about being a man of the Lord is what we understand that these are the beginning of sorrows.
Yep.
See, a lot of these people, they like, oh, well, it's because of the war and it's because of this. No, it's because it's written.
Yep.
These are the beginning of sorrows. These things have to happen. So if you think it's bad now, just wait.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this ain't nothing, man.
We've seen this dollar collapse coming for a long time.
Wait. And then you got the wheat and grain shortages that's about to come due to the fact Russia and Ukraine not about to be importing shit.
Yep. Go ahead.
I'm going to jump down to 14. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst of, and that's why a lot of these people are getting caught off guard by this, because they got that mindset, man. Their whole life revolves around, you know, having a damn orgasm.
Yep. And,
All right.
and these people ain't ready, man. Especially you Jakes, y'all not ready.
Mm-hmm.
You're not ready, man. You Jakes are not ready for any hard times to come. But guess what's prophesied? Jacob's trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So if you ain't ready, what's that mean? That mean you're gonna get caught up out there.
They supposed to though, but so that's why you're not supposed to. Jake's supposed to be joking about the war, joking about the gas prices. Because when you read Matthew, the 24th chapter, it say they shall be eating and drinking, marrying, giving into marriage, into the day that that the flood come upon the earth.
Yep.
So, like when they joking and shit, or it say they gonna get caught as a thief in the night.
Mm-hmm.
So they supposed to. So you ain't supposed to be like, oh, they joking. They joking. That's how they supposed to be. We not supposed to be joking.
Hey, we ain't joking. We ain't joking. But guess what? The Lord said, give them warning from me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're supposed to do. You know? It says rather they hear or rather they forbear. So, hey, you at the end of the day, you ain't gonna have no excuse.
Can I bring something out right quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Proverbs 1:27. When your fear cometh as desolation and your destruction cometh as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish cometh upon you, then shall they call upon me.
Yep.
But I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but shall not find me.
Right. So even the ones that's joking and playing around, guess what? When shit hits the fan, they gonna try to switch their ways. They gonna try to seek the Lord, but it's gonna be too late. Because right now they in the spirit of, like the brother said, eating, drinking, and giving in marriage. But when shit gets serious, they not gonna be in that spirit. They gonna try to turn away from those ways, and they gonna try to seek the Lord. But what did the scripture say is gonna be too late. You know, because right now they not in a position. They don't think anything is gonna happen. Because if they did, they wouldn't be joking about it. Niggas on social media making, doing their little parody videos and shit. Yeah. When shit really gets out of hand, they not gonna be in that spirit, man.
I got a precept real quick.
Can I bring this on real quick? This is Hosea 5:15. I will go and return to my place till they acknowledge their offense and seek my face, which is the truth. And their affliction, they will seek me early.
Yep, see? And their affliction. When you can't eat, you're not gonna be on social media clowning around. You ain't gonna think about social media. When you can't eat, when there's a famine and there's plagues, you're gonna be saying, God help me, Jesus help me. But guess what? When shit was all good, you wasn't seeking the Lord. You was playing around. And that's why, and see right now, what does it say? Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, when the evil days come not. Right now, we can still eat good food. We can still go shopping. We can still, have fun, drink. But what are we doing? We're doing the work. We're at the end of the day,
And seeking the Lord.
yeah, at the end of the day, we seeking the Lord and we have a serious mindset. A lot of Jakes don't have that right now. Go ahead.
It's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 6. And them that are turned back from the Lord, and those that have not sought the Lord, nor inquired for him, hold thy peace at the presence of Yahweh, for the day of the Lord is at hand. For the Lord hath prepared a sacrifice and hath bid his guests. And it shall come to pass that in the day of the Lord's sacrifice, that I will punish the princes and the king's children, and all such are as clothed in strange apparel. And in that same day, I will also punish all those that leap on thresholds and fill their masters' houses with violence and deceit. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord, that there should be a noise of a cry from the fish gate, a howling from the second, and a great crashing from the hills. And it shall come to pass at that time, I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their leads, that say in their heart, the Lord will not do good, neither will he do evil.
Right, you have a lot of people in that mindset. They don't believe that the Most High will do evil, which he does. He's a perfect balance. You know.
You got entire Israelite camps that have that mindset.
Why would God do that spirit? Because the Most High, he kills and he makes alive.
Right. They be worried about Satan. Shit, the Lord worse than Satan.
Exactly. Hey, we got to start saying that.
Yeah.
You worried about Satan? You better worry about the Most High, man.
Yeah.
He's the king of terrors. Satan ain't no king of
Satan
terrors.
on the leash.
Yeah. He don't do nothing without the Lord say so.
Right.
Well, hey, Satan's the prince of the power of the air, and the Lord is the king of terrors, man.
Yep. That's right.
The prince listens to the king.
And people that say that, they don't really have a true understanding of the scriptures. You know, because it's not like the Most High and Satan is the main event. You know, who gonna win? You know, the Most High controls everything. You got something too over there?
In the end, Satan go do his job, whatever he's told.
Yep.
700 results. This is Sirach 18:1. He that liveth forever hath created all things in general. The Lord only is righteous, and there is none other but he, who governeth the world. And the word govern means to what? To control, okay? With the palm of his hand, and all things obey his will.
All things.
Even Satan.
Even Satan.
For he is the king of all, by his power dividing holy things among them from profane. Well, hey, that's a spiritual reflection off Isaiah 45:7. The Lord creates peace and he creates evil. Okay? Holy things from the profane. To whom hath he given power to declare his works? And who shall find out his noble acts? Who shall number the strength of his majesty, and who shall also tell out his mercies? As for the wondrous works of the Lord, there may nothing be taken from them, neither may anything be put unto them, neither can the ground of them be found out. When a man hath done, then he beginneth, and when he leaveth off, then he shall be dealt with. All right. Yeah, so that was the point, man. The Lord controls all things. Even the minds of all these leaders, man. He's working. You see, Putin straight up flipped out, man. Putin straight up flipped out. He wasn't acting. He was the past few years he seemed very cold and calculated, but now he's just saying, you know what? Let's just go for it. That's the Lord putting something in his mind, putting an evil thought in his mind.
Yep.
Isaiah chapter 66, verse 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh, and the slain of the Lord shall be many.
Yeah, so when that's basically speaking about what? That's the future prophecy. When Yahweh Shai returns with the chariots to scoop the elect. It says he shall come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh. So these people, all right, they're going to see Yahweh Shai coming down from the heavens with power and great glory, and a lot of them are going to be destroyed on sight.
Yeah, and it's crazy because when you think of plea, you think of like begging or something
Right.
like that. And when you read Joel, the 3rd chapter, it say the Lord gonna
Plead for my
gather,
people.
yeah, he gonna gather all of armies to plead for his people. But it say by fire and by sword will we plead. So he gonna destroy them,
Right.
all them armies.
And you may read that and say, well, it may sound harsh to the average mind, but that's the day that we're hoping for. We're hastening for that day, because if we're of that number, that's salvation. Because while the Lord is, destroying people and judgment is being brought upon the earth, the elect is going to be beamed up. The righteous shall scarcely be saved. All right? And while the destruction is taking place, the elect is going to see that destruction taking place through the ships. All right? Go ahead, whatever you got. Whatever y'all got. So when Yahweh Shai returns, man, it's going to be a beautiful day for the men that's been out here for years teaching this word. Because that's what we're prophesying about. Go ahead.
It's Matthew 24:30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven even to the other.
Right, and that's the main, that's going to be the main agenda for the angels, is to gather the elect, from the four winds. And that proves that what? You have brothers and sisters that are scattered amongst the four corners of the earth. It tells us that in Isaiah the 11th chapter. So there's going to be a worldwide deliverance from everywhere. There's going to be chariots on every continent, basically. Go ahead.
Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is tender, yet tender, and put forth leaves, you know that summer is nigh. So likewise you, when you shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors.
And guess what? Our works are documented, man. And I'm not talking about on camera on YouTube in the heavens. The works are documented. All right, that's why it says, if you're a righteous man, your works follow you. So your works, your righteous works, can lead to you being a part of the elect. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, and we see all these things, all the things that Yahweh Shai warned about. We see them. We see it just like you can see the leaves budding on the trees. We see all these things coming to pass. We know it's that time.
Yeah, it's getting ready to be the Passover, so we're going into springtime, so to speak.
Yeah.
Basically, life is springing back into earth. Leaves,
Birds chirping.
leaves, birds. Yeah, this is really the time of a new year.
It say, verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all things be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away.
Go ahead.
This is Lamb. I got Mark 13. It pretty much says the same thing.
I'll read it anyway.
Mark 13 and 30. Verily I say unto you, that this generation shall not pass till all these things be done. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. But of that day and that hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father. Take ye heed, watch and pray, for ye know not when the time is.
Right, take ye heed. What do you do when you take heed? That means you're ready. All right? And the Lord said he made us watchmen, and a watchman is always watching. All right? You paying attention to what's going on. You're not in the spirit of just a folly. Everything's about folly with these people, man. Everything's about entertainment and folly. At some point, you got to have a serious mindset. And that's what the Lord blessed us with. When it's time to be serious, we know how to buckle down and be serious, man. All right? So we're taking heed. Go ahead.
For the Son of Man.
And the people look at us like, what the fuck is y'all doing? We're taking heed, man. We don't want to be on your side of the fence. That's the wrong side of the fence, man. You on the fire side. We don't want to be, I don't care how you look at me. I don't want to be on your side of the fence. I know you on the wrong side, man. Go ahead.
For the Son of Man is as a man taking a far journey, who left his house and gave authority to his servants, and to every man his work, and commanded the porter to watch. Watch ye therefore, for ye know not when the master of the house cometh, at even or at midnight, or at the cock crowing, or in the morning, lest coming suddenly he find you sleeping.
Right. Catch you off guard. But guess what? We're constantly standing on our watch. Go ahead.
And what I say unto you, I say unto all, watch.
Watch. And that's red letter?
Yeah.
That's Yahweh Shai commanding us to watch. Go ahead.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 1, verse 20. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets.
Yep.
She cries in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates. In the city she utters her words, saying, how long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity?
Right. How long are you going to continue to love simplicity? But going back to having understanding, we understand that if you're not of this number, then you always going to be fucking simple. You know? You always going to be simple. If you can't get this, you always going to be simple. Go ahead.
And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
And fools hate knowledge. And what do the scriptures tell us? We shall be fools for who? Yahweh Shai's sake. All right? That's why, you know, you can't be ashamed to come out here and teach this word. You can't be. Because at the end of the day, like I said, you don't want to be on their side of the fence. You want to be on Yahweh Shai's side. Go ahead.
Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit unto you, and I will make known my words unto you.
And that's what he's done. He gave us this word. It says that in John 17, that he gave us the word. And our job is to go out and to execute the word and push the word out there in the earth. And the elect, whoever is amongst the elect, is supposed to receive it and come to the marriage. Because Yahweh Shai is getting ready to come marry us. We're the woman. Scriptures say he liketh Jerusalem into a comely and delicate woman. So a marriage is getting ready to take place. Go ahead.
Because I have called and you refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no man regard. But you have set at naught all my counsel and with none of my reproof.
And Salakia, and how was he calling? Via the prophets. As he spake by the mouth of his holy prophets, which have been since the world began. This is how the Lord is calling. Hey, to some people it's like, well, look at these niggas. They got on garments. They look like they ain't got jobs. But guess what? You looking at the prophets, man. You looking at the prophets. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in the land of their captivities. You looking at the prophets, man. We have the true doctrine. They got beards. Look at them. They're not well shaven. You know? And that's how they looked at Yahweh Shai, man. How can this guy be the king of the Jews? Look at him. Where is his righteous? Where is his glorious apparel? Go ahead.
Where's our canned food and bottled water at,
Right.
like all them churches do with the mission?
Most High chose the weak of this world, man. Go ahead.
I will also laugh at your calamity, and I will mock when your fear comes.
And that's what the Lord is going to do. When your fear comes, he's going to mock through the way of who? Us. It's going to be a bunch of I told you so, man. Go ahead.
When your fear comes as a desolation, and your destruction comes as a whirlwind, when distress and anguish comes upon you.
When distress and anguish cometh upon you. Distress and anguish. You're going to feel it. Go ahead.
Then shall they call upon me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but shall not find me.
What was that name? What was that name? How you say it again? Yahweh what? What? Oh, I want to call on that name.
Yo, what was that you used to tell me about?
Yeah.
You see, Esau has his witches and his warlocks. They have a lot of spells on these common people, man. And the Lord gives them over to them spells and that witchcraft, man. But in that day, all that shit's gonna wear right off, and you're gonna be, and the bubble's gonna pop. And the Lord's going to let you be taken by all these things.
Yep. Go ahead, bro.
Then shall they call upon me, and I will not answer. They shall seek me early, but shall not find me. For that they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord.
That they hated knowledge and they didn't choose the fear of the Lord. What do the scriptures say the fear of the Lord is? The fountain of life, the beginning of wisdom. One scripture says the fear of the Lord is the fountain of life. So if you fear the Most High, that means you want to live.
And that's a treasure. The fear of the Lord is a treasure.
But if you don't fear the Most High, then that means you choose death. Because there's a certain way you're supposed to, if you know this truth, there's a certain way you're supposed to conduct yourself in the earth. You can't do what you want to do if you got the truth. You can't just be walking around just doing what you want to do. The Most High don't operate like that. The Most High got things you can do and things you can't do. And the things that you can't do lead you to life. Because if it didn't lead you to life, he wouldn't tell you not to do it. So you got to look at the things that the Most High really told you, the things not to do. You know? The things that you can do, but really the things not to do. Because that's death. Go ahead.
They would none of my counsel, they despise all my reproof. Therefore they should eat the fruit of their own way and be filled with their own devices.
Yeah, eat the fruit of their own ways. Meaning what? How they walk during their grace period. See, a lot of people take the grace period the wrong way. What you do in your grace period is very, 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 very detrimental to your salvation. You can't just be, oh, we under grace, I can eat this. We under grace, I can get a tattoo. We under grace, I can eat swine. I can eat crab. We under grace. No, nigga. The grace period is for you to get right. All right? The grace period is for you to correct yourself. It's not for you to be stupid. And that's why you people don't need to listen. That's why you Jakes don't need to listen to these churches, man. Because they think the grace period means you could do whatever you want to do. The grace period is for you to try to be as righteous and perfect as possible. Even though we know we can't be perfect, you got to try. Why? Because we're getting ready to receive the kingdom. All right? Is more or no? All right, go ahead.
It's Revelation chapter 16, verse 15. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked and they see his shame.
Well, those garments are garments of righteousness, man. Right. That's representative of what? Following the laws and having faith.
Okay? So spiritual garments.
Yeah,
He's
spiritual
talking
garments.
about a t-shirt with fringes.
Yeah, the t-shirt fringes, yeah.
And it said, blessed is he that watcheth.
You gotta be in the right spirit.
Right, we are the garment. We are the fringes, man. You know? That's you. You are the walking fringe. Okay? Go ahead. That was it. Got something real quick?
Yeah. 1 John 1 and 5. This then is the message which we have heard of him, and declare unto you that the Most High is light, and in him is no darkness at all.
Right, the Most High is light. His ways are beautiful, man. Ultimately, when you look at the law, and when you read the law in this body, it condemns you because you're like, damn, can't do shit right. But ultimately, the ways of the Lord are so righteous and beautiful, man. You know? Had a disconnection, Salakia.
And there fell men upon a great, and there fell men. And there fell upon men a great hail out of heaven, every stone about the weight of a talent, and men blasphemed Yahweh.
You gotta keep an eye on that.
Because of the plague of the hail, for the plague thereof was exceeding great.
Yeah, give me that one
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 7, verse 1. And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, or on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea.
Right, so that proves that what that wind is the destruction. Go ahead.
Saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their forehead.
Right, so the destruction is not going to take place until the elect is sealed. All right, and the fact that we're still out here proves that what there's still some elect out there.
There's still some hope for some people.
You still some Israelites.
Yeah.
You still going have those last minute Jakes that's going to wake up.
Hey, Elder Yashawamba was, I believe, posted a video. I think it was late last night about that. Man, he said that the elect's got to be sealed before Jacob's trouble. You know, those men that got to come into the fold. You know, and learn their heritage and build their faith up. They got to come in before that Jacob's trouble hits, man. And when that Jacob's trouble hits,
Shit gonna be real.
I mean,
You ain't got it. You ain't got it.
we always read about the Lord sending the plagues, and they shall not slack. Okay, once them plagues really come, man. Hey, we're in the beginning of of sorrows, man. You know, we're just in the beginning of it.
Because you gotta be built. The things we about to go through, you gotta be built up over time in order to endure them. It's like we gotta be molded and hardened, so we can be able to make it through these trials and tribulations and through this hell we about to go through.
And that's a perfection of the Lord, man. He knows that every member of the hopeful elect, man, has to be at a certain level, and He's gonna get them brothers to that certain level.
It says made perfect through sufferings.
If you ain't got no faith and you soft as cotton, you're not gonna make it.
Go ahead.
Saying, hurt, and I heard a number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel.
Go ahead.
It say, and of the tribe of Judah was sealed 12,000, and of the tribe of Reuben was sealed 12,000, and of the tribe of Gad were sealed 12,000, and of the tribe of Asher was sealed 12,000, and of the tribe of Nephilim was sealed 12,000, and of the tribe of Manasseh was sealed 12,000, and of the tribe of Simeon was sealed 12,000, and of the tribe of Levi was sealed 12,000, and of the tribe of Issachar was sealed 12,000, and of the tribe of Zebulun was sealed 12,000, and of the tribe of Joseph was sealed 12,000, and of the tribe of Benjamin was sealed 12,000.
Yep.
And after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands.
And that's going into Isaiah. You know, you can connect that with Isaiah the 11th chapter, because that's Israelites. You got the it names all the tribes, but then you got a great multitude, because that 144 that's all men. All right, but then you got a great multitude after that, which is what? Women, more men, and children. Okay, the great multitude, which no man could measure nor number. And to prove that it's Israelites, Hosea, well, you can read what you got. Give me Hosea 1 and 10 too. Read what you got. Go ahead.
It's the book of Isaiah chapter 11, verse 10. And in that day there shall be a root of Jesse, which shall stand for the end time of the people. To it shall the Gentiles seek.
Yep.
And his rest shall be glorious.
And the Gentiles in this chapter is talking about Israelites. Okay? Israelite foreigners. Go ahead.
It say, and it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again, the second time, to recover the remnant of his people.
Now the second time is talking about this time that's coming right now. The Lord is coming back to recover the remnant of his people. Go ahead.
Which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt,
Egypt,
and from Pathros,
Pathros,
and from Cush,
Cush amongst the Hamites. You're gonna have Israelites amongst them. Go ahead.
And from Elam,
From Elam.
and from Shinar,
They might look like Elam. Go ahead.
and Hamad,
Mhm.
and the islands of the sea.
In the islands of the sea. Go ahead.
And he shall set up an ensign for the nations, and shall assemble the outcasts of Israel.
That's the great multitude which cannot be measured in number. The outcasts. How is he? What? That's an Israelite? Damn. A lot of people say that because they ain't in the spirit. But you know, the spirit beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. The outcasts of Israel. Go ahead.
And shall gather together the dispersed of
The
Judah
dispersed of Judah.
from the four corners of the earth.
So he may not look like a Judite, but that individual or that Israelite, maybe they were dispersed. Could have been born in a whole different landmass. Could be a war baby, looking like a damn Moabite, but go back to the tribe of Judah. That's how the Lord works. All those nations we just read about, Israelites are going to be gathered from amongst those people. All right, and going back to the great multitude in Revelation, all right, which give me Hosea 1 and 10 real quick.
Hosea 1 and 10.
Yep.
Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea.
The number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea. Go ahead.
Which cannot be measured nor numbered.
Which cannot be measured. You can't number us. You can't number Jake. Man, go ahead.
And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, Ye are the sons of the living power.
Right, and that's talking about this landmass here, because in other captivities we knew we were Israelites. We knew we were Israelites, so we came over here and everything was completely taken from you. Everything.
Because everybody thinks that it's the small hat people, man. But it's really not, okay?
Those are Edomites.
Those are the Amalekites, the chief house of Esau. Then shall the children of Judah and the children of Israel be gathered together and appoint themselves one head. And they shall come up out of the land, for shall be great. For great shall be the day of Jezreel.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of Yahweh, and there shall no torment touch them.
The souls of the righteous are in the hands of the Most High. That's right. We're going to be protected from torment. Go ahead.
In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. And they're going from us to be utter destruction. But they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality.
No, it's good.
Go ahead. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For Yahweh proved them and found them worthy for himself. As gold in the furnace hath he tried them.
And what do the scriptures say? We're going to be tried in the fire. All right? Righteous men through the furnace of adversity, roughly paraphrasing.
I got that.
But the Most High is purging us right now, getting us ready. Go ahead.
And received them as a burnt offering. And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. They shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people.
Who's the stubble? It tells us in Obadiah that the house of Joseph shall be aflame and the house of Esau for stubble. All right? Go ahead.
And their Lord shall reign forever. They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth. And such as be faithful in love shall abide with him.
The scriptures say, trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not to thine own understanding. And that's why we were able to receive this truth, because we trust the Lord. You got to understand, all of our people, they're not gonna, they can't receive this. They can't receive it. Not that they don't want to, they can't. Because if they could understand this, they would be like, all right, I get it. That makes sense. But they can't understand it. The Most High blocked them. All right. It says, what is that? Romans 11:7. All right.
Election hath obtained it, and the rest are
The
blinded.
election have obtained it, but the rest was blinded.
So somebody had to blind them.
They can't get it. So, you know, like I said, we call it beating a dead horse. Sometimes we still beat the dead horse, but to have the understanding, you just get that they're not gonna receive it. Go ahead. You could try. I mean, you know, maybe a Jake that you think he might get it, but then he might not get it. So you like, shit, fuck it. You know? Or he might not get it, but then he might. You know? Or guy might wake up and give it to him another time. You know? Go ahead.
They that put their trust in him shall understand the truth,
Yep.
and such as be faithful in love shall abide with him. For grace and mercy is to his saints, and he has care for his elect.
Grace and mercy is to his saints.
And he has care for his elect.
Okay? And the saints are Israelites pursuant to Psalms, I think it's 146 or Psalms 148. Psalms 147. One of those Psalms. It tells us that the saints are Israelites. Go ahead.
But the ungodly shall be punished according to their own imagination.
So there's a separation being made in this chapter. Grace and mercy he have to his saints, but the ungodly what?
The ungodly shall be punished according to their own imagination.
They're going to be punished. Okay?
Which have neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord.
Yep. Yep. Neglected the righteous and forsaken the Lord. So there's a separation. All right?
For whoso despiseth wisdom and nurture, he is miserable, and their hope is vain.
Woo.
Their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable.
Read that again.
For whoso despiseth wisdom and nurture, he is miserable.
Miserable. No understanding. Waters, how's it go? Cisterns that cannot hold water. And that, go ahead.
You got a lot of these people out here. I was talking to somebody the other night. They said, man, I just don't feel no purpose in life. I just feel like I just come to work and pay my bills. And, you know, there really ain't no purpose.
All right. No wisdom.
If you ain't got this truth, you just...
So we actually looking forward to something.
Yeah, we got a purpose.
Got a
man.
purpose.
And we
It's-
got hope.
Hope.
They don't got, hope.
They have no idea what's coming.
Yeah.
You know, they just this it. This my
Emotion.
life. This
That's why they gonna bug out when the time comes.
Yeah.
They say they're not gonna be stable in mind because they don't know what's going on. We're gonna know what's going on.
Yeah.
We know the script already. The Lord
Yeah.
gave us the script.
You know what's coming next.
and also they have the YOLO mentality. Like, this is my only life.
Yeah.
So I ain't really got this. It. I'm 52. I only got 20 years left. Like, that's how they think. Like, ain't nothing else. You know. But we don't have. We understand what's written.
Yeah.
We going for immortality.
Yeah, the kingdom.
Yep.
We worry about the kingdom. We
Yep.
can't wait to get there.
We trying to we want this world to burn.
And on this side, our purpose is to water the plants, pretty much, man.
Yeah, this is our purpose.
know?
This the only, to me speaking as a man, this the only reason the Most High got me breathing, man. Is to do this work. You know, obviously, you take care of your children and your family, but the main reason is to push His word out there. That's how I feel. Other brothers may feel like that too.
And that lifts you up at times when you think, yeah, sometimes you be a little down or whatever, in spirit.
Yeah.
And you think about that, you go, what am I flipping off for? I got all these plants to water, man. I got all these little
Like
ones
you
coming.
said, we in the time of watering. Go ahead.
And their hope is vain. Their labors unfruitful, and their works unprofitable.
Acts chapter 14, verse 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith,
Yep.
and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of Yahweh.
Yeah, through tribulation. All right, it's not gonna be an easy road. Go ahead.
Oh, that was it.
What's up? What's your question? What's up?
I kind of want to know what knowledge y'all taking actually.
Well, we the Israelites. You ever heard of the Israelites?
No, I haven't.
No.
You seem a little hostile when you ask what's up. I'm not here to interrupt
No,
you.
I mean,
I
no, I
want
didn't
to
say that.
learn.
I'm just saying we in the middle of something. So
Yeah.
That's why I
doing
whispered to him. I don't want to interrupt you.
no, it's not hostility. We teaching.
Yeah,
Just
I
the
love-
fire right here.
I'd love to learn.
It's the fire.
I
Well, you
love
gotta-
passion. I love a passionate brother.
Yeah,
so I have an
it's
open
not
heart.
hostility.
Yeah,
We
6'5"
you jumping into the fire, so now it's hot.
Yeah, when you want to learn something, all you got to do is just listen.
Right.
You're gonna get the scripture on it. All you gotta do is listen. Just chill out, listen.
5 and 1, I think it is. Yeah.
Yep.
Ecclesiastes chapter 5, verse 1. Keep thy foot when thou goest to the house of Yahweh, and be more ready to hear than to give the sacrifice of fools, for they consider not that they do evil.
Yeah, all you gotta do is listen, bro. And you gonna understand what's going on. We teaching the Bible. You believe in the Bible?
I believe in the truths of the Bible.
What's the fakes of the Bible?
I don't think there's fakes. I think it's however a man or a woman chooses to work with it. Like, as a man who isn't, like, I'm first
Any private
generation American.
interpretation.
I'm 100% African.
Yeah,
So that religion was brought to my people.
Oh,
It's
if
not
you
like my
African, then
people.
it's same for you.
Yeah,
Just,
and
We do practice.
We don't
uh,
teach religion.
yeah,
No, that's cool. No,
you know what
yeah.
Like I said, bro, I'm a learner. So regardless,
Talking about
I'm
what
open
the
to
church
it.
is
first
doing.
chapter.
Yeah.
I'm
This
open to
we don't.
it.
This is not our religion. This is our heritage. We're Israelites.
Yeah.
See,
And-
religion is what they teach you in the churches.
Right.
Yeah.
Christianity,
Yeah.
being a Baptist, or being a whatever other denomination.
What's your name, brother?
1:20.
That my name is Zion. Whatever other denomination that they teach in the churches, we're not dealing with that.
And we dealing with the truth. And the truth is, you
Excuse me,
said,
bro. I kind of want to learn from Zion. You said something about
yeah. But you said you was an African, and I'm telling you, ain't no such thing as an African.
No, I'm telling. I mean, I know my history. I'm 100%.
How you do?
African.
Well, how
I
could
know,
you be
'cause My
African?
parents came here on an airplane from Africa and had me.
What was the so?
You wanna know my-
That's your nationality,
Any-
Africa.
No, that's my heritage, my ethnicity, and my nationality. I'm not
It's
confused
Africa?
between a nation and an ethnicity, brother. My nation is South Africa. I am dual citizenship, so I'm also of the American nation.
All right, well,
but
well,
my
well,
ethnicity, bro,
we
is
gonna tell you this:
African.
Africa is Africanus, Leo Scipio Africanus.
But
That's-
but he could very well be an African. We don't know.
I
Yeah,
very well
yeah,
am an
yeah.
African. I just like to know what level of information you
Africans-
have so we can share and build.
Oh, let me tell you about what. Get
You know it's Israelites,
Get
man.
Isaiah 60. Get Isaiah 60 and 9.
I'm not hostile.
I'm gonna tell you the what's going to
I'm
happen.
comfortable
today.
that I
It's
know.
not.
and I know who I am,
No.
so
It's not
like, I'm
hostility.
always willing
It's
to
not
learn.
hostility because like
It's passion, as you
when
said.
you
It's fire.
yeah it's not hostility. If it
We
was
decided to talk to somebody.
yeah
We
yeah.
excited.
Cool, man.
It's not
Get
I'm not
Isaiah
here to
60
patronize.
and 60 and 9, I believe.
But do you understand that a lot of
Yeah, that's fire.
blacks in this country were brought from Africa?
I do know that, and a lot of blacks in this country are already here too. I know that as well.
Okay, but what I'm saying is the
Yeah.
blacks that were brought here from
Yes.
Africa were
Yes.
not Africans.
Not all of them, and that's a fact. That's a whole fact. Yeah.
They were somewhere before they fled to Africa.
So, who are the inhabitants of Africa if the people? Who
No,
are-
there's
Right.
actual people, there's
Copy.
actual Africans,
Yeah.
but that's not their biblical nationality.
no, and
Do you know who Africa was named after? That landmass?
yeah, my country. I just say that for people to understand. My country isn't South Africa. It's Free Azania. I know the African name for my
Okay,
my
the
land.
continent,
Yeah.
continent Africa. Who was it named after? Because that's not Africa's not the name of that landmass.
A colonizer, brother, not my people.
Okay,
That's
do you
why
know?
we're using the word. No,
Hey,
it's not
Africans-
relevant to me
Africans
because that's why
going
we're
into
speaking in
slavery.
English. We're not
But
speaking
but
like
it should be relevant to you because you said I'm an African.
Well, that's the nation in which modern people identify my people as Africans. Like, if we took a poll, if you take my blood, like, he's from Africa. Like, that's what people know. I mean, if I'm gonna go and say I'm from Free Azania, people are gonna be like, what is Azania?
Who your God?
Who is my God?
Yeah, who's your God?
Who is my God?
I'm asking you a question.
That's a slippery slope. My God.
Who gonna feed you when it's a famine out here? You know what a famine
who's
is?
gonna- yeah, I know.
Who gonna feed you when it's a famine?
Who you gonna pray
alright.
to?
Who do I pray to?
Who-
Okay.
who
I
gon-
pray to my ancestors. That's how.
That's who gonna bring you food? Is they gonna come
That's-
down? Your ancestors gonna
That's
bring
the
you food?
teaching that my people who
Good
were
luck
taught
with
by
that.
their people and their parents have been doing for years, and without any brainwashing or confusion. We have been pray to our ancestors, brother, without force.
It's-
It's
Africa-
sovereign
and very-
witchcraft, man. It's something in the
That,
dead.
what does the word witch mean, sir? Because you're just throwing that out there, and it was your people who went to Africa with the Bible.
No, it
so
wasn't.
it's
No, it
told.
wasn't. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. You
I
gotta
mean,
No,
hey,
no,
I'm open
no,
to learning.
no.
You're
Yeah,
calling
see,
my practice
this is our
witchcraft.
people right
I'm
here.
calling
See,
you a colonizer.
But
so-
listen though, but you
You know,
but
what's
you
up?
moving off.
You
Hold on, wait. You moving off the emotions of the flesh because you don't know his
Fact.
nationality.
Exactly.
You don't know his
Just
nationality.
like
You
we're
look,
in-
both
you're
we're in
looking.
America,
do
so-
you look
No,
like
no,
an
no,
African?
no.
You look like-
You're
when
looking
you
and
first
saying,
came
"Oh,
up, I
that's a
thought you
white
looked.
guy."
Well,
I thought you
brother,
looked
no,
Pacific
we're all-
Islander when you
we're
came
all
up.
basing everything off of perception, right?
No, we're not.
No,
No, we're
we're not.
not. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're basically. Now, hold on. Let's go back to what I asked him. You call yourself an African, right?
I am an African.
Okay, so
Africa
who was
called me an African.
Africa named after? Let's start there.
You tell me.
No, I know.
We told
This
you
is-
already.
Wait, don't say nothing. I know.
Yeah, you did tell me. You did say. The
No,
name,
you're
and
speak to
it's
me.
your-
Speak to
yeah,
me.
Zion,
You're
I'm
an
speaking
African.
to. Yes.
Who was Africa named after?
I do not know.
So
who
why are
Africa
you
was.
calling yourself an African? You're
Because
calling yourself I don't know.
I was born in
Calling myself a
1991, 30
colonizer.
years ago. Okay, and I have been subscribing just like you are, speaking to me in English. You know no other tongue.
Yes, I do know
Two.
other tongues.
What tongue
You
do
don't know
speak?
me.
I'm sorry, Zion. What language do you speak?
I speak Hebrew. I speak
You
speak
speak
English.
Hebrew?
2 languages.
Greet me in Hebrew, bro.
No, Shalom.
All right. So if you don't stand
No, we
on
gon' no,
your-
we gon'
if
this
you
is
don't
bait.
This I'm
This
not
is
big.
good food.
I,
You is
I didn't.
big.
Dude, I have to catch it straight at Cold Coffee. I'm just annoying, brother. And I like.
You don't know.
You don't know
basically-
shit.
You don't know.
Oof. But
Who
basically,
was Africa
like,
named after?
I mean, are you gonna teach me? I said I don't
No,
know. Tell me.
no. I'm trying
I'm
to
not
teach you.
pressed 'cause
But I'm gonna
I'm
show
not-
you what you
I'm-
don't know.
Okay,
You're an African.
lift that veil of ignorance, please, for me.
No, it's
brother.
not ignorance.
No, I'm
It's not
ignorant. I don't know who Africa was named
Okay,
after.
so
Ignorance is a lack of knowledge.
so why
please
are you
fill that
calling
gap
yourself
for
an
me.
African?
Because, like I said, I was born in the modern age, and overall,
Okay,
when we
okay,
were
you don't
talking
know.
about
That's good.
land
Step one.
masses,
That's good.
We refer to that one
What
as
was the
Africa.
original name of the continent Africa?
You tell me. Are you?
Ham, Kham.
No, I don't agree with that, and I've read
Because
that.
you don't
I
know.
No, I've read that. I don't agree with
Because
that.
you don't know.
I don't agree with that. Who named it that? Not Africans, bro.
The Most High?
That's from the.
There's no such
That's from
thing
the
as
Middle
African.
East,
The Most
bro.
High.
And I quote
The
you on
Most
that. I
High.
was waiting for
You
that.
didn't catch me in
Africa's
nothing.
not
You're
ham, bro.
ignorant.
That was. I was ignorant to the
No, you
fucking
are ignorant.
colonizer.
Yo, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Sorry
Watch
about
what
that.
you
I
doing,
don't
watch
wanna
what you
touch
doing. Watch
any
what
of
you
that
doing.
stuff.
Watch
Hey,
what you
man,
doing.
You have a certain level of aggression that still.
I don't care.
No, we got the spirit of the Lord. It's not
Just watch
aggression.
what you doing. That's our
No,
stuff.
man, like.
It's the spirit of the
You
Lord,
guys
man.
are recording yourselves. I'm one
It's the
man. There's
spirit
like
of the Lord.
5 of you guys.
Okay, so act like it's
whatever.
5 of us.
I'm not scared of you. Maybe
I ain't
have
say
faith
be
in my
scared. I
faith.
said act like
Maybe
it's
you-
5.
Bro,
Because
what's
you
your name?
No, listen. My
What's
name
your
Mark.
name?
If
Your
you're
name's
not gonna
Mark?
walk up the
Okay,
street to
alright.
like 5 people and start knocking their shit
I'm
over.
not knocking anything. I
Because
was
you're gonna be like,
learning
you
and
know
you're
what?
getting
It's 5
aggressive.
people.
Let's
Y'all
get back
mad
into it,
aggressive. Yeah, do
We
your
are
thing.
aggressive.
Stay
We're
blessed
aggressive
and
towards
stay
demons.
safe.
You're a demon, man. Let's go back
Alright,
into
you
it.
guys stay blessed. That's
You don't have no understanding. You're a demon. And the Most High gonna destroy you. The Most High gonna destroy you. You just marked yourself. You just marked yourself. You just marked yourself.
You
You
look
just
like
know
a
it's our
fucking,
brother.
you
Get
look like a
on Matthew
Malaysian
12.
dude. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Now, actually, I thought you was a female when you
I
walked
thought,
up.
I thought he was a dyke too. Get on Matthew 12.
I thought it
Get
was-
I thought it was a dyke
Right.
too.
I thought it was a transgender.
Hebrew.
Okay.
Yo, Shalak, Rayam, Wa Anashim, Wa Haragium, Mashpatium. On you, demon. You're a demon, man.
Or 40. Matthew 12.
You're a demon. You are a demon.
It's our brother.
Look, he said it's a trend.
Yeah.
He said it's a
It's a
trend.
He look like a tranny?
Right.
I think that's a
I thought it was a dyke.
I thought it's a transgender.
Me too.
Right.
No. He a dude though. I
I
thought
thought
it was a
it
dyke.
was-
It is a girl though.
Huh?
Yeah, it is a girl.
It
No.
might-
I think it's a dude. It
don't
might be
know.
a
That's
dyke.
a
I
girl.
don't
It might
know.
be, it
I
might
don't
be.
know.
That's a girl.
It might
Is
be a
it?
dyke.
That's a girl, bro.
Yeah.
Is it?
Hold on. Let's bring
No, I'm confused. That's
Are you a he or a she?
12.
Knocking at
12.
the y'all saying dude like she a girl. That's a
Fuck,
girl.
you're saying
That's
you
a
saying you
girl.
African. You
Right.
look
You
like a
sure?
fucking Filipino.
I'm confused.
I
We
think
can bet on
that's
that.
That's a girl.
We go to the casino and bet on
It's a
that.
girl. Y'all saying it's a girl? It might be
Oh,
a
no,
girl,
I say
man. It
girl.
might be a girl, man.
Is that a South African? Is that a Filipino or a Malaysian? Or
46.
Right.
for real? I work with a Filipino.
Yo, bro, have a good day.
Have a
Get
nice
that,
one.
Start at 45. No, start at, what's the name?
He
Go
mad.
46.
He or she is mad.
Go eat that octopus.
Go ahead.
I think that was a transgender.
Yeah, get that.
Matthew chapter 12, verse 46. While he yet
Hey, this how we know that this is our brother right here. Go ahead.
While he had talked to the people, behold, his mother and his brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. Then one said unto him, Behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee.
Uh-huh.
But he answered and said unto him that told him, Who is my mother, and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples and said, Behold, my mother and my brethren.
Go ahead.
For whoso shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven,
Yeah.
the same is my brother and sister and mother.
So
Right.
that's how we know this is our brother. Ever since I came in, he was already in the camp.
Yep.
We've been doing this for almost 10 years. I've been in it for almost 10 years.
And me personally, man, I hate when people come up to the camp. We are already in the spirit, man. So it's
Yeah.
like you come with the emotions of the world, and we might answer you in a certain tone, and you don't like it. It's like, why are you so hostile?
Why you so aggressive?
It's this the fire, man.
That's gay, bro.
This is literally.
That's why I
this
said
the
I was a
fire.
girl.
It's being effeminate.
Yeah, this
I
the
got-
fire,
I
man.
got the
Oh,
scripture
no,
right here.
no, I still think I thought it was a girl. I was like, that
Well, we
fucking.
just gonna say
That's
it's,
like
that was
fucking
it was an it for now.
Yeah.
That was
Once
it.
he had the little mustache,
Yeah, that wasn't no
and he
man.
started talking. I
Once
don't know.
you can't step into the fire and ask while it's hot, man.
Yeah, that
All
wasn't
right,
man.
we already teaching about something. We in the spirit, and then you come with that little. Well,
And they're
fuck out of here.
they're
man.
praying to your ancestor shit, man. That's wicked.
That's
So,
off as hell,
that's,
man.
That's what the BLM was doing, and they calling on conjuring up spirits and shit. You can look
See,
that up.
You praying to the
BLM.
dead. That's
See-
off.
see-
And that's what a witch is. Those that conjure up spirits.
Yeah.
See if your
Conjuring spirits.
ancestors feed you in the day of famine.
Yeah. Hey, and Elder Yashawamba had now this might sound funny, but it's true because I seen the video. This it was a video of this dude praying to the ancestors, and now this is true. I'm just not laughing. You know, this ain't funny. Well, it's funny, but it's true. The dude had a table, and he said, I'm praying to the ancestors. The dude lit a cigarette and said, because this particular ancestor used to like to smoke. He cooked some food, put the food on the table. Nigga had a CD, some other stuff on the table, chicken, and was like, I'm feeding them and stuff like that while he was conjuring up the spirit. Going completely off. Nigga put everything that they like on the table. Cigarettes, chicken, CD, music they used to like. I'm like, that shit is stupid as hell,
That
man.
is stupid because that's not. You can't even really say that's an ancestor. That's a relative. They smoking cigarettes, and eating chicken.
Yep, you like I said, you trying to conjure up the dead, man. Your ancestors are gone. We don't pray to our ancestors. We don't pray to all the prophets
Yeah,
and
Jacob,
King David and
Isaiah.
Isaiah. We don't do that shit, man.
We don't say, Ezekiel, give me an
Right.
answer.
We pray to the Most High.
Right.
And that's what you're supposed to do. That's off.
Hey, because Saul did that. He seek because the Lord wouldn't answer him, so he called down Samuel because the Lord wouldn't answer him. And it was accounted for him for wickedness for doing that.
And you know what? And he did that after putting out the decree to kill.
Which according to the language of each people. And I contended with them and cursed them and smote certain of them and plucked off their hair.
Now was that hostility?
Yeah, that was hostile. He went straight in their shit.
Well, he said he contended with
He
him.
went straight in their
Yeah,
shit.
says he contended with him. Read that again.
And it's out in the cold, man. We ain't
We
trying
didn't do
to
that. We
have
just-
no foolish
We
useless
raised our
conversation.
voice.
Well, really, we didn't even do that. We just, it was just like,
It was firm.
It was firm. Yeah,
Right,
it
right,
was
right,
straight.
right.
That's why I was a girl. Like,
Yeah.
you tripping, girl.
Go ahead.
I don't know.
That's Jude, right? Is that Jude?
This
Nehemiah.
Nehemiah.
Okay, go ahead.
He said
It's
he
a-
contended with him and did what?
And I contended with them and cursed them and smote certain of them and plucked off their hair
See, he said smoke certain. I mean, and he punched and
he was
smacked
pulling
somebody
their hair
and
Getting
pulled
at
their
him.
hair out.
He was getting at him.
and made them swear by Yahweh, saying, You shall not give your daughters unto their sons, nor take their daughters into your sons, or for yourselves.
Right. So, like I said, when you in this truth and you deal with the emotions of people in the world, it's like night and day, because the people in the world, they don't have the same understanding as we do. Most High didn't give them that. So if you say, well, you guys are being hostile and we just talking, that's because you coming with that worldly vibration. The Most High chose us out of the world. Now, prior to us being in the truth, I was a little emotional, kind of. Might get mad at certain things, you moving off the emotions of the world, but when you come into this thing, the Most High takes a lot of those emotions off you, because He's hardening us anyway. You know, He's purging us. So all the Most High is trimming the fat off of us, man. So we don't have the same emotions as people in the world. It's totally different. So that's why He got dismissed, or she, whatever it was. That's why they got dismissed. You know, He wanted to come back, but you know, you say, hey brother, have a nice day, man. Get out of here, man. You know, so hey, with that, Lord willing, you brothers were edified. We want to give all praise, honor, and glory
To Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, and Kakodash.
All right, double honor to the apostles, the elders, the great millstone. And Lord willing, we'll see you brothers next week. Shalom.
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 Hey, Chayo, buckle